Hi everyone, it's James here from Production Expert, back with another gear review for you. This time, 2 microphones from our friends at Sontronics, 2 updated versions of their amazing Sigma and Delta. I bring you the Sigma 2 and the Delta 2. Now these are what we call active ribbon mics, meaning they need phantom power. Now they still impart all that lovely ribbon tone, that kind of dark, it's the sound of a ribbon mic, but they don't require such a ridiculously powerful preamp to get the level up, and obviously that then normally would bring the noise floor up. These mics sound fantastic, has to be said, as did their forerunners, the Sigma and the Delta. But what the team at Sontronics have done with the Sigma 2 and the Delta 2 is they've refined the design a little bit, they've simplified the design, and where they've spent the time and effort is to take the internal components to the next level. Much like they did with their Mercury microphone, they've gone from using, should we say, quite good run-of-the-mill-esque components, taken things up a serious notch. Both mics now use top-spec components. They sound absolutely fantastic. I would say the tone you're getting is very similar to the original Sigma and Delta. The ribbon element itself is exactly the same between the originals. The actual styling has been simplified somewhat, but I really like it. They're both very sexy microphones to hold and to use. So why 2 different ribbon mics? We will start with the Sigma 2. This is primarily, I'm going to call it an instrument mic. It works really well for things like violin, for saxophone, acoustic guitar, and it's acoustic guitar. I've done just a very, very short track, just solo acoustic guitar and the mic. It sounds very dark. It sounds ribbony, what can I say? We're running the Sigma through my Neve 1073 preamp. It's not juiced up that far, it doesn't have to be. It's an active ribbon. It sounds really nice, it's quite dark sounding, but hey, it's a ribbon mic, that's what we expect. So while I continue to talk into the Sigma 2, let's talk about the Delta 2. No, it's not a Remington shaver, as I did Facebook post many years ago when I got hold of the first one. This is an active ribbon, once again, that has been padded out to accept much higher SPL, much higher input signal, meaning it works very well on trumpet. The original Delta was my go-to trumpet mic. I have tried Delta 2 on trumpet, sadly nothing I can clear, but it sounds amazing. Again, the tone is the same. There's almost a top-end sheen from these 2 ribbon mics that you don't expect to get from a ribbon mic. You get that top end. It's really rather lovely. The Delta 2, again, I've put a very brief track together. Of course it's a track, it's the law. And the Delta 2 is being used on both guitar parts, on the rhythm guitar part and on the lead guitar part, both inside my Grossman cabinet. And what can I say? It just sounds great. There's no EQ, no processing on either guitar part, or the bass, to be honest, or the drums. It just sounds really, really good, really natural. It's a great guitar sound. Other things they've tweaked the shock mount quite a bit. It's just a bit more solid, a bit more stable. I really like the lever arch thing that we now have on the tension sprocket. It's just a bit more hardcore than a kind of turny knob type thing, which was on the original. I love the fact that Sontronics have built their own shock mounts. They're really good. They're very, very different, but they just work. So Sigma 2 and Delta 2 by Sontronics, more than just a refresh, I would say a serious upgrade from a component level to the actual styling and the build quality. They've simplified it, but in simplification, they've made it better, and that's what I like. So I'll leave you with the track featuring guitar parts recorded by the Delta 2. My name's James Ivey, and I'll see you again very soon for some more gear talk.